Sunday the 11th, and yeah, obviously back at home. I've had a lovely chilled out morning so far, but today is my last chance to get this party dress sewn up because Juliet's Christmas party is tomorrow. So I've just been threading up the overlocker in blue, and I've got, where's it at? I've got both machines out, so I'm gonna get cracking with that, and I'll just quickly show you some other bits and pieces. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly show you, I got these crystals just off Amazon because I just needed them in a hurry, and they're heat transfer crystals. I'm just going to take them out so you can see, but they're little snowflakes. And yeah, apparently according to the instructions you can apply these with an iron, but I thought I might just try embellishing the dress a little with some snowflakes, but we'll see how we get on for time. And obviously I'm going to do I'm going to do a test on a scrap with a spare one. There's 2 sheets in here, so I think it was about £5, so that's not bad. But yeah, I'm going to do a test on a spare piece of fabric just to check that they do adhere properly, because I could ruin the entire dress by having half stuck on snowflakes. So yeah, typical me, just throwing in something ambitious and new at the end. Let's get stuck in. Go in and get the neckband assembled. And again, like I've mentioned, I'm using, sorry, hardly even in the shot there. I'm using the Mariflex. And it just makes life so much easier. It just means I can use a straight stitch. I don't have to worry about sort of the untidiness of a zigzag. There you go, that's the ends joined there. You can see I'm going to go and press that flat and then press it in half. Okay, so I have pressed the neckband in half and clipped it to the edge of the dress using the notches on the pattern piece. But I'm going to go ahead now and just use some tacking thread to tack this down, because it's slippy stuff and I don't want it to go anywhere. I want this to be super neat and even, so I'm going to hand tack that down. So that's tacked on, but I'm gonna go one step further and machine tack it down before I overlock it, because I want to be sure I don't want to be unpicking in this. So I'm just gonna set that stitch length a little bit longer to machine tack it round. And the difficulty that I've got is there's 3 layers. There's the dress and then the neckband, which is obviously folded. Just take the free arm off. And I just don't want any of them to slip out and end up in the wrong place. So I'm just going to go around and check for any sort of obvious tucks or imperfections, and then we've got the chance to sort those out. But I think that's actually looking pretty good. So I'm going to pull out the hand tacking, and this is why I like this tacking thread, because it just, you don't have to even get your stitch ripper, you can just pull it out and it breaks nice and easy. There we go, so that's out. Let's see. Okay, so obviously that's not pressed, but that is in quite nicely and it looks quite even, so I'm going to go and overlock it down. So the neckband is now in. I've overlocked it down, and then I went back and removed the tacking stitches that I'd put in and just re-machined that down so it was super neat and even, and just corrected a couple of little pulls that I had in it, and I've just pressed it out and I think it's lying quite nicely. So we're ready to move on. That felt like a lot of faffing for a neckband, but being so slippy, I just wanted to get it right this time. So the final step on this neckline is going to be to top stitch around the edge from the right side. So fingers crossed I can do that nicely. Okay, so that's now top stitched, and I've just given it a little press just to set the stitches in place, and I'm really happy with that. That's good enough for me. There's a tiny little bit of bunching at the edges, but nothing we can't live with. And the next job is to join the side seams, and then I'm going to try it on her. Okay, so a little check back in after lunch. Obviously I finished the neckband and the side seams. I gave it a quick try on her, and the fit was really good actually. It's going to be too long. I know I'm definitely going to have to take plenty off the hem, but I'm going to leave that until close to the end to check that out. And then since then I have made and inserted one sleeve. So I'm going to quickly show you how the sleeves work. I need to hem it, I've just run it around on the overlocker. And I've also had a go at just applying these rhinestones with the iron, and it looks really, really nice. I'm really pleased with that. So again, I'm going to leave that until the end and then apply those then. But yeah, that was really easy. It was just 30 seconds either side with a dry iron. So when it comes to the sleeve piece, this is the bottom of the sleeve, and I've just stitched down some bias tape which we use to form a channel, and then I'm going to insert some elastic through that. Stitch down both ends. Basically there's a piece on an elastic guide. I tried it on her and had to take an inch off because she's got slender little wrists. Yeah, and then just join the side seam as normal, and that gives that lovely bunched elasticated cuff. And then it's just a case of easing the top in. So I'm going to go ahead and get sleeve number 2 done now. Alrighty then, so it's 4:30. I'm tired now, but everything is hemmed. I've tried it back on her and we took a couple of inches off the hem, so I've just overlocked that, turned it up and stitched it down. Yeah, so my next job is to arrange the snowflakes, and we're nearly finished. Right then, I'm going to quickly show you how this works. It's my hair. I've roughly, well, I've placed where I want them to go, peeled off the backing. So it's 30 seconds of heat on the front to start with, no steam. And I'm just going to put this old tea towel over the top and just sort of work around in sections. So I'm going to find a timer. There we go, hot iron. I'll start up at the top. Try and fit this in somehow. So I'm going to work my way along, and then we'll turn it over and do the back. Okay, so I've just done the back. Let's turn it over carefully. And then we can see if we can remove some of these. One or two have actually come away by themselves, so oh, we need a little bit more. This is stressful. I wish I had my Cricut heat press with me, but that's at work, so it's not much use to us right now. Oh, just a couple on there, I don't want to come away. Oh, why are you not coming? This is so stressful. Nobody breathe. Yes. Let's try another one. I don't know why I'm whispering. It's like if I keep quiet, the glue will adhere better. Down we go. Oh, it's just one that's not going to come away there, is it? Oh my goodness. It's a good job this velvet can take the heat. Try a different one. Oh, that's a little one out. Stick to the hands. Some of them just come away really well, and others just don't want to be hitting. That's nice. Right, I'm going to finish these up and then we'll come back. Okay, she's done. Oh, I'm so pleased with how these have turned out. There's definitely a few that have gone a little bit awry. I've blinged my tea towel in a couple of places, but yeah, I think you can see the overall effect there. That's just so lovely. I want a dress like this. I'm going to link these transfers for you in the description. But yeah, they were only about £5, so I think that's really zhuzhed it up. So I can go make a roast dinner now. Here is the finished result. I am so pleased with how this turned out. I had some scraps as well, so I whipped up this little scrunchie with a bow, and here it is on her hair, and here is the dress on Juliet the morning after. She was very pleased.